We're live!
We're live. Okay.
Session 14.
We're gonna go. We're starting late, so I'm gonna try and make it up by talking too fast and saying words wrong. Let's go.
Oh boy.
Previously on the land down under, the world started to end, which is kind of rough. The sky began to turn to Vantastone, meaning terrible pink plant creatures began falling from the sky. Due to a mission with no real explanation, which interrupted your other mission in the Underdark, you ended up saving the monarchy's capital. You broke into the city's defenses building, you assisted a Goran, who sacrificed himself, and all of the plant life in the city, thereby allowing the monarchy
there's
to
at
burn all
least
that.
one anthropomorphic tree that we just fucked up, but that's
Oh,
okay.
yeah. Let's see. One of your guildmates, Bijou, made a distraction, then turned herself in, while you defeated and abducted her former teammates. Let's see. You took a rest in the capital, then you teleported to Prometheus.
We did a lot of teleporting.
You did a lot of teleporting. You did a lot of
We
talking.
ended up effectively dealing with the Shabdi situation,
Mm-hmm.
aka the Samsaran Society,
Mm-hmm.
and then we had summoned a Shabdi to try to figure out where the other fingers of pokiness were.
Yes, Sabrina's shop. And I have a token for her now. And it's definitely not stolen from She-Ra.
And where's that token?
At the very bottom of the social page. Just keep on scrolling down.
Oh, Sabrina, there she is.
Yes.
Was that not stolen from?
She-Ra. The
Okay.
new one.
I don't know.
Yep. I
You know
know which
He-Man?
character you're doing.
Yeah, okay. Let's see.
Okay,
It's been a little while. Yeah, you've dealt with all the NPCs in your bag. You have no NPCs in your bag now. You are finally free.
Yep.
Let's
Until
see,
we
there was-
stuffed a purple worm in there, but that's yeah. Actually, I think it's now a bloody red worm, so I guess a blood
Yep.
worm,
Yeah, bloody
which
worm.
sounds like much
Perfect.
cooler.
And it's named Consequences. That's still your final answer?
I
That's pretty
think I'm
good.
still naming it consequences.
Okay. There was a lot of bad news last session.
2.
Not Paul 2. It's
Oh,
not good
Paul 2
either.
could be it could be Paul quote consequences end quote 2. So
That's right. Of the cult? I
of the
assume?
cult, yeah. I'm not gonna name it after my cultural thing. It's not that cool.
Okay.
Also, if
There
you
was
notice, I've been putting some blood drops on it.
Shit, where is it?
Okay. At
Oh,
the
there.
top
I
of
found
you
it. I
guys.
found it. Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot to scroll through. This page is getting way bigger than I thought it would. Okay. So last session, there was lots of bad news. Most of the people in the world are dead if they weren't in a big city. The current monarch is dying. The All Might-esque hero of the monarchy is dead. Her evil great worm parent has escaped their slavery and reunited with their spouse. And I also want to take this time right at the start before we get anywhere. I want to lay to rest a theory that I've heard from a lot of you. Interid Sunheart, that All Might-esque super dragon hero, was not 3 kobolds sitting on one another's shoulders in a trench coat. I want to make
Okay.
that clear.
Sadness.
So at the moment, you're waiting for Sabrina to point you to the finger of Vine and Leaf, which takes at least a day in total. You rescued Sabrina from hell, which is nice, and she's good at multitasking, so she's crafting for you.
We summoned a crafter.
Yeah, Autumn owes you a favor, so he and Bulwark are crafting for you as well, and a few of the Dwarven bards that were resurrected are doing the same. All in all, you have an effective 8 crafters working for you.
God damn.
I'm giving you that while you're free, and that's for today. I don't know if that's going to continue.
But we'll get a jump start.
As you're working on, or as you two are working out what that actually lets you make, I want to ask Alexandra what Aneski thinks of this ongoing plan to fuse the Shabdi and Samsaran back together and send them to hell. Because I don't know if Aneski would be super happy about that plan. I don't know.
I think, well, she probably wants to. At this point, she's figured that there are probably hundreds of thousands of Shabti in hell suffering for the Samsarans. So, that's kind of fucked up. So why don't they swap places?
Okay, swap places is different from the plan the other two have, though.
Okay,
So,
well,
swap places is you just send the Samsaran to hell after summoning their Shabti.
Well, clearly, if they're meant to go to hell, they deserve it.
really, you're sending them to whatever the afterlife they've deserved.
Exactly.
We're just trying
all
to-
the ones that make Shabti are supposed to go to bad places.
We're just trying to fuse them together into one and say, fuck it, go together.
Yeah,
But-
is that a
But
Nesty plan for
I feel
herself?
like though, if like that's what they were gonna do, then Ineski would have to fuse with her, you know, her counterpart to be like, look, this is what we're doing now. And I don't think she wants to.
Mhm. Like, you got off to a rough start because the first other Shabti you found was Bishop, who's an asshole. But I don't know. Maybe you decide, okay, in this case, both of them are assholes. In this case, so we're gonna fuse them. In this case, we're good. We can. We can
Well,
just have
also,
them
you
swap
just
places.
you have a half orc or an orc, like
A half-orc,
Samsaran running around. That's your Samsaran.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Maybe already in hell, so we don't need to do anything about it.
Yeah, I don't know what happens if you visit hell, but you're wanted there too.
Oh, great.
Maybe
Sounds
a
like
ping
a place
goes off.
I never want to go.
Well, don't worry. I'll telekinetic charge you through a portal.
Well, I mean, that's not my first time, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Becomes the thing we do every campaign. Send Alexandra's character to hell just for
Just for a second.
uh,
Just for a little bit.
uh,
Just for a
Couple
minute.
rounds.
I don't know. I feel like one time I won't be able to crawl out. Like one time it's not going to go well.
Oh no.
I think you're beefier
Well,
this
hopefully not
time.
this campaign.
This time I'm beefy.
I think you're beefier this time.
I think I am actually.
Yes, especially once I get you some adamantine full plate. Of which, do you actually want to have designs on it? Because I'm making it from scratch.
Sure.
Like, what kind of designs? Are we doing
What's our,
tribal tattoos? Are we doing...
Did we ever decide on like our team logo? Because
Your name is the Glory of Old,
Yes.
which I really like. I don't know, or just Glory of Old. I don't know if you have like a symbol for it.
okay, let's put the glory of old across the back like a sports jersey. You know,
Okay.
top
Yes.
in the what's it called font, like the academic font or whatever, like the team font.
Yep.
Mhm, mhm.
And
Racing
I will
stripes,
have...
flames.
I'll make sure that I have number 1 on mine, so...
I think obviously our team logo should be a hedgehog. Just saying.
Okay, yeah. He is. Yeah, Paul is the mascot. I get it.
well, honestly, I think it should actually be a gas mask. But,
Oh,
Okay,
God.
a hedgehog wearing a gas mask.
Yes, perfect.
That's what I want on my armor.
All right,
okay.
we've nailed it. I got to write that down somewhere because it's perfect.
Paul and his little gas mask.
All right. Have you guys figured out what you can do with? Well, I guess if you go back to Broken Chain and get your familiar, you can do 10 days worth of crafting in this day to kickstart things.
Okay. So yes, I do want to get my familiar because
It's
you know
important.
it's important.
All right.
It's so effectively, I'm going to show up. I'm going to tell them the news.
Mm-hmm.
Show them the dead purple worm, saying yes, we did kill it. Actually, I guess it's now a bleeding skeleton.
Yeah, you
so-
could have it on the street in front of the embassy, like. check.
Actually, I
check
do
this out.
believe that the way we now have to teleport is everyone but me and the worm gets in the bag.
Oh my
And I
god.
teleport inside the worm.
That's
Or
perfect.
beside it. And then everyone gets out of the bag. Because I
So-
can't actually... I think I can only teleport one... Yeah, it's the creature limit that I'm having difficulty with.
That's quite an entrance.
I mean, you have 2 bags of holding, don't you? Can't you just like Kimbo?
I guess I could
Fill both
technically stuff it in one bag. Okay. It must be a very uncomfortable spectacle. You know, like those cans that you pop the lid open and it has all those coiled snakes in it? This one's just like a bag that I open and just like a really uncomfortably bloody giant worm pops out.
Yeah, it's good. It's lovely. It's consequences.
It's log.
You can teleport back to where you fought the purple worm, just outside Broken Chain, and walk back in that way.
No,
but the city
I'm
itself
gonna
is...
teleport right to the embassy.
Really? Okay. Wait, can you do
Just
that?
because.
I think I imagine almost every major city has
it probably has a.
like a ward on that.
Yeah, so we'll teleport to.
To the front
Actually,
gate.
probably the central bit, like maybe in the stream
steam?
just above, and fall down.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
I don't have the worm up though. It's in a bag.
No, yeah.
It's probably not good for city. It's very good at getting through crowds. It's very difficult for making cities like us.
All right. Let's say I was gonna have them waiting at the door from where you were, but I'm just gonna put them in the docks so that I can have not change my plans too much.
Cool.
Boom, how's that
Fair
for
enough.
good DMing?
That is.
So let's see.
Well, I can send them ascending. In like,
that's true. That's
I
like
ca-
isn't that a 5th level spell slot? That's so.
yeah. It's
I'm gonna say you just like
fine.
drop down
we'll
at the
just find
docks.
them. Sure.
As you're dropping down, you see like the Kieran is back in full fighting form. The air elementals are back as well, but you are beyond them and falling fast, so they
Phew.
don't have a chance to fight you.
Wait, the air elementals are back?
Yeah, they re-summoned them or something. Don't worry about it.
Huh.
The below, like near the stream, now you can see, or mostly hear flying, the large dragon from at the meeting, Ilioth, the one with all the kobolds and the V-neck
The
and the
bronze
sunglasses. Yeah. And as you land on the docks, for some strange reason, there's both Click-Clock and Aegis. Aegis looks at you and says, "Hello, Vomar. Hello, Parent Vomar and friends Narian and Eski. Everyone at the meeting had grown worried as we expected you to be gone 10 minutes, and it has been an hour."
Yes. Well, you see, we are bad at keeping time, but also we had to go through the surface to help prevent the worst aspects of an apocalypse. So.
But the apocalypse is still happening.
Oh, I said the worst aspects.
Yeah, but it's
in
still
an
happening,
immediate
though.
fashion. It is.
Just gotta be
still
clear
very
about
much
this,
happening.
Vomar. It's still there. Just,
Yes, it is still happening.
And these people probably don't know about it yet.
Aegis
So that's
says,
why we're here.
"That makes sense. The mean one, Viltu, says that the event should be starting right about now. I asked what that means, but they won't respond to my questions because I am 2 months old and they are 5,000 years old.
That's rude.
They are the mean one."
Yes, I agree.
You must understand that they have different time scales, and also sometimes they're just dicks. So effectively, I turned to the dragon. So
yeah.
who else is here? It's the
Let's see. The dragon is still airborne. They're taking their guard duty rather seriously at the moment. They're worried about everyone else panicking. It's actually... let's see. Click-Clock is here. You're familiar, and I think you said you can do something to like just take their memories of the meeting and internalize.
Yes. I'm going to take the memory of the meeting.
That's the sound effect. All right.
Yeah.
So as you're walking towards the meeting, you get a like the gist of it. This meeting was an alliance between a couple of groups that had prepared for this event. Same one as the surface. This one event. These are the groups that those Vomar had formed. They didn't know Vomar lost his memory, so they thought you'd been warning anyone worth warning this whole time. They also thought that the Soulforged knew about this, so they never bothered to bring it up because, like, Vomar's there. Vomar's told them all about this. I don't want to waste my 25 words. This event is called a planar inversion. It's a natural planar cycle. It happens every about 2,000 years on Earth time, but in planar time, it's like an anniversary, an important date, like the 1,000 years or something. So yeah, it's a random date and time for humans and other creatures, but to the planes, this was a very specific anniversary. the outer planes, the sky, they're all going to move inside, and the inner planes, the Vanta Stone, it's all going to move outside. Basically, the sky and the Vanta Stone all swap places. But since the sky is going to be one gigantic piece of Vanta Stone, that means a G-fucking-gantic tree is going to start trampling the surface, where also no light will exist, because the sky is gone, so nothing can grow there. And in the Underdark, Vanta Stone is now just bright rocks, so food is going to become harder to make. Cities will starve, and the worst of the monsters are going to go hunting.
Yikes.
And if that wasn't bad enough, the gods of the surface are going away, and the gods of the Underdark are coming back.
Oh
And
boy.
even the nicest gods make such returns in brutal fashion.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's good to know.
Okay, one other thing. It turns out the reason this very important historical fact was lost at the time was actually the work of that Viltu the Eldest, the mean one.
Hmm.
And apparently she had at some point wiped out as many memories of the event as possible, along with as many recorded items as possible. She has not explained why yet, only that the cyclical culling of the world is for the best. And she's only helping this one city because they figured it out and kept bothering her about it. This
I
meeting is
feel
still
like
going
we
on.
might want to kill her. For
I do
just
believe
the
that
principle of the thing.
we will have plenty of time after the apocalypse is mostly averted.
This meeting is still going on, though the clan leaders have left to tend to some stuff, and Ilioth the dragon is flying and patrolling and trying to keep things safe.
Well, I'm going to walk back into the meeting.
All right. As you're walking in, they're talking about one of those gods that are returning. Loth.
Oh,
Yeah, the good
That
one.
that
Yeah.
is not a happy god. Also, it is
No.
a drow god, so I doubly don't like it.
Yeah. So, okay, this is Wade speaking, and I remember Wade has a Scottish accent, maybe.
Do your best.
So this Loth lass is a god of drow. Is she really a threat to you down here? She's got her hands full overthrowing drow rulership. Why are you a target? And as you walk into the door, Viltu responds in her shrill voice. Not the first order of business, but the Edathian are still drow in her eyes. Was born a drow, a moon elf, technically. Spent 1,000 years as a lich, then joined the group that created these more perfect bodies. To do it, though, we stole her staff. So by blood, we are hers to lord over, and we're hers to punish for that crime. A month from now, she'll be sending armies of drow and demon alignments. We still have just a bit of time to prepare. She turns to you now, says, a few of us might survive this, and it's full of surprises, like the fact that these three are still alive after keeping us waiting so long.
Well, we went to the surface and saved the city, and I learned how to teleport. But I relearned how to teleport. Let me make that fact clear.
It was a whole pickaxe thing. We can talk about it later.
Yes. Regardless, so the sky is now Vanta Stone in the surface. So that check mark, that has happened.
Oh, yeah, you should also notice her, that flail she had of the Vanta Stone with the little critters that she was using as a proximity alarm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Many patches on that. Like, it's just in patches now, not the full thing. But the patches of it are appearing like sky, like windows into the sky, less than like painted on bright marks. But it is like
Also, has the tower below been overrun yet?
the tower below. Oh.
You mean the wizard tower that
Oh.
went to the core of the earth?
No, it shouldn't be overrun.
Hucklew.
Yeah. I don't know why it would be overrun in particular. It's
Well, it's
it might be one of the
literally
safe
like
places.
a window for all the angels and demons.
Yeah. I mean, so is, and she lifts her flail, any piece of Vanta Stone. The entire Underdark has become a window for the angels and demons. Let's get it right. We all have to be afraid. They could pop in anywhere. But hey, the surface is safe. You can just try and avoid getting trampled by giant trees.
Well, I do believe that I'm going to try to mitigate the effects of this apocalypse. Huh?
Yeah, I think we have a plan for that.
Is the plan to do what they did last time and bind the tree's heart beneath the surface so that it can no longer control its massive bulk?
I mean,
we were actually going to find bits and pieces of the Hand of Creation and just unfuck this.
yeah, we have some good leads.
I move my claws in this like circular motion in front of me, like somehow that
It's easy if you try.
I do believe that once we actually have some of the fingers, we can work out the logistics of how to reform reality in a way that doesn't get fucked like this.
It needs. Oh, this is a hard concept to explain. It needs to get fucked like this every now and again. It needs to.
Yeah, but you're
'Cause
crazy.
Because this is a story.
No,
and
but no.
There's no more
You're
conflict. with the
Viltu, you're
story.
crazy.
Oh, she starts talking about story. I'm like, do you believe in? Oh God, what is
Shaika?
the Shaika? The specific. Are you a follower of Shaika?
Well, Shaika's the only god that's actually, stuck around. When the surface gods go away and the Underdarks come around, Shaika's one of the few that sticks around. I dabble in a bit of, her works, but
I do believe both you and I are, priests, priestesses, followers, what have you. And I don't know if the type of conflict that is necessary for Shaika's, for interesting stories, and for the continuations of eternity is quite. If this is it, I kind of just put my hands around to sort of show the apocalypse.
let me be more. Shaika is a god based on an idea that is correct, that everything is stories. But I don't just worship her because I don't just believe her on her word or anything like that. I met the writer. I know whose hand the Hand of Creation belongs to, and I have been told that we can stop this apocalypse and let things continue on, but that's probably going to be the end of times. Or we could just let the cycle keep going, and we can keep existing.
Okay, so meta-wise, hey everyone, we've discovered an extremist.
Why do you think Nari's
followed...
actively aggroing at her right now?
So,
So you actually...
meta-wise,
I have a question for her first.
So are you
Sure.
actually helping people, or you just like helping them die?
I am helping these few civilizations like this one that I kind of like to continue on more or less unabated.
Okay, so it's a personal
and-
preference kind of thing.
Yeah, well, you asked.
Yeah,
These
that's pretty
people
fucked
asked
up,
for help.
though.
Yeah, well, guess okay.
I mean, I'm
how-
not
how-
moral. I'm kind of a drunk, to be honest. I've had some changes. But, like, who the fuck are you to say?
Okay, how about I put it this way? These people can live as long as I have lived, and even longer. Some drow or humans or whatever other they don't. They live for like 50 years, so it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things if they have to die and recover or not. But here we can actually remember. and
Nari
carry on.
turns to Aneski and Valmar.
I feel personally attacked.
You have the longest lifespan of any surface creature, though. You're like
But
700
she's
years
still
old.
technically not immortal.
But, yeah, you're technically not immortal. That's true.
So
and I kind of look at you and say, like, I kind of shrug, being like, you aren't immortal, but you are still my friend, and I do not believe your fate is to be forgotten, which is why I remember you so I can bring memory of you to my goddess when the time comes.
Filthy said, yeah, if you're worried about dying or being mortal or whatever, do what I did. You can live for a couple thousand years or whatever as a lich, or just reincarnate yourself or whatever else, and then find one of the fingers of creation and just poof, turn yourself into something that does live forever. That's what the Goron did.
Knowledge bomb dropped. Okay. Oh yeah, we still have that. Oh wait, our bags aren't fully complete. We still have the corpse of the Goron who's the zombie of
Yes.
the Goron who sacrificed himself,
Katie.
and we're totally reincarnating that fuck.
Hmm.
All right.
Because I'm like, hey, you back here, tell me what you know. Now that we have time. I'm not doing speak with that. I'm bringing that fucker back to life. So if I need to, I can kill him again.
Okay. I'll just say when, I guess.
So I do kind of look and just go, well, thank you for your help here. So we are just preparing the city defenses. You'll be helping make sure that the hordes of newly devoted people and god monsters aren't going to overrun the city.
That's what I'll be trying. I mean, I'm guessing she's like doing some mental math in her head, just like, I don't know, like a quarter of the city might survive.
I hope that's the pessimistic view. But I sort of turn to the other two. I go, and I sort of do like a bit of a whisper, being like, okay, so we have some defenders. I've secured my homeland. Let's try to secure yours and deal with all this shit.
Oh yeah, I was meaning to ask, what's Nari's situation with her family? Is she worried about them at this point, or did she like train her kids and her husband up just enough that they're, kind of likely to survive?
It's an apocalypse. She's actually not too worried because likely everyone's gonna die.
Oh, she's just given up on them entirely.
Like,
oh my god!
Like she needs to succeed or don't, and just not think about it. And if she fails,
Okay.
she's probably dead anyway.
You know what? I like that.
This is just like we
That's
gotta
a good
do
fucking
this, and then everything will be fine. Maybe. But if she fails, well, then everything's Fanta.
So I get my familiar. I look at the people. I'm like, okay, well, remember the golems in the chain memorial are specifically meant to kill drow. So I kind of give the equivalent of a thumbs up. I say, I'm going to be going around. I will be preparing several artifacts and probably some things of massive killing potential. And then I'm going to try to mitigate things. It'll make a lovely story.
Hilton says, I'm not in the business of stopping this, but someone, you know what? Just tell the writer I said hi. Whenever
You know what? I smile and I go, we will all meet the writer in our time. And when we I turn around to leave because I don't think I'm gonna get much else out of this. And you guys are probably wondering, like, she and I have just been saying religious sayings back at each other. It's kind of like watching like a Catholic priest and a Protestant priest argue about effectively the same thing. I sort of, when we get out, I'm like, okay, so basic rundown of my god, person being that will clean up the universe, collect the worthy stories, and bring them to the next universe when it needs to be, rebooted. I do not take such an active role in creating interesting stories for, society as a whole, which makes me not a genocidal asshole. She, is taking a very more macro look at it, wanting to create scenarios that make interesting stories that make people worthy, but also kill a lot of, unworthy people. It's very, negative in the view.
Yeah, she needs to go.
So her story is likely going to end up being a slight villain in ours. But she is a useful villain in that she wants to protect the city. We will get back to her and murder her face.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Once we're done, we're coming for her.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna start a list. I have a feeling it's gonna fill out.
You're gonna kill after.
I just love the idea that, like, it just becomes narrative. Like, okay, guys, we defeated the final boss, dealt with the list. What's our dealt with the apocalypse? Who's on our list? Okay, Jim from the first bar. You survived the apocalypse, but you spilled beer on me at one point. Boom. Okay,
And that's
who's
how you
next?
become the villain. Wow, we have so much positive karma to burn.
Well, I am so neutral good. I will only end up neutral once we go on our killing spree. Meta-wise.
All right. Where to now?
So we're looking for the finger that will help with the plant issue, but we can't find that one directly, right?
Yeah. So Sabrina
like
is
a-
working on a method for that,
Can
and
you
it's like a 24-hour sort of thing for her to figure
Could
that
you bring
out.
us to the hand page, or is
Oh,
that an
yeah.
article?
I think that's
No.
a handout.
It's both.
Oh, fancy.
I know. I'm so cool. I'm so good at this.
So let's see. The thumb of vine and
So
leaf is
I
the one
think
we
we already
want.
have mind and soul is already.
Yep.
It's in
That's
our
accounted for. Yeah.
We're in the Underdark now. We could try to find the force and energy before maybe it's used on the city. If the Drow have it. If the Royal Drow have it.
Yeah, I think that's in the Maw of Madness.
Might need
So
to
yeah,
go
let me
there.
remind you of the way you find these things with Sabrina, which has a weight to it. Is like you have something that was once influenced by it. Like you can take a Goran and she can find the finger of
Vine
Vine
and
and Leaf. You can take a like the Flesh and Bone one, or you could find that by bringing Yadath in. Force and Energy would be I don't know if you know this or not, but the what's it called? It's the K, like the professor who ages, like falls asleep, ages backwards to a baby, and ages very quickly from there.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So that is the method of finding these things pretty reliably, but there are definitely options to just go looking while you're waiting.
Well, we have Vomar as Yadath, so we could do Flesh and Bone.
And you have the
And we
body
have
of the Goran.
Cadia. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess we can go and wait and get an accurate location to avoid wasting time.
Yeah, makes
good.
sense for me. That and
Cool.
that will allow me to enchant both Alexandra's weapon or armor, or just do like a bunch of crafting myself. So
So I guess we'll have a single day of rest in preparation.
All right. So with your familiar back, it's total of 10 days of crafting, and then boom.
10 days, damn.
Okay, so that's effectively market price of 10,000, unless we like super rush it, in which it's market price of 20,000. Don't know if the other crafters would rush it. I know I would, so I can affect. And my familiar has cooperative crafting, so I can do 4,000 market price per day.
All right.
The others are probably 1,000 or 2,000. So
Yeah, let's say it comes out to like 15,000 market price
per day. Okay.
per day. Yeah.
Uh,
As you return, Sabrina has already found a workshop. You're not sure how. It's like she's just sort of taking things here and there. It seems she's found a familiar, the talking spider from the talking spider who was a familiar to something else is now
oh yeah,
Her
from
familiar?
one of your one shots.
from one of the one shots. Character's still going forth. What a story. She's got prehensile hair that she's using to manipulate much of the crafting she's doing. Like in one room, she's like read-arriving it, or with her hands, she's like read-arriving equations and crap to try and remember her old spell. And with her hair, she's doing some crafting with the spider on the other side. What was the location? 1 second.
So how
That's
much effective crafting
15,000 market price
total?
total
Okay.
today.
Okay. Ian, how should we
So-
split that up?
For myself, I don't theoretically need much. So getting you two being able to strike more is probably for the best.
How much are the gauntlets? They're 8K market?
They're 8K each.
Okay, could I have one gauntlet? Because that would get me
You
crane
know what?
style.
We can probably just do like a gauntlet of crane style for you, and almost all of the gauntlet of power attack for Aneski.
Okay.
Is those are probably the two most important.
Because that gets
things
me
to
another
get.
+2 to hit and +1 AC.
And Aneski's one would be -3 to hit, +9 damage.
Oh god.
I'm a monster.
Yes.
You don't even have power attack?
No,
You're just all strength.
she's all strength. Either that or what with Aneski? Do we have a strength? We have a +2 strength belt on her. Banner of Ancient Kings. Eventually we'll want to get you a Banner of Ancient Kings. But not yet. So
39 AC.
Very nice. Okay, let me. So you're doing your waiting.
and also on this day I am fabricating the Aneski's weapon and armor.
All right.
So it is now a +1 keen adamantine bardiche.
Woo.
All right.
So the main thing with adamantine is that unless it's unless an object is super magically reinforced, you ignore its hardness. So you have a lockpick by just being able to slice through the door.
Nice.
Or the wall.
Or the wall.
Or sheer
Also
rock.
nice.
Doesn't
Yeah,
matter, really.
Definitely sheer rock.
The crazy thing about that is you can cut even if you have no strength, even if you have like a tiny knife, doesn't matter how much damage you do because there's no hardness to bypass.
Yeah. So
Just
I
like-
was actually thinking of Vomar's claws. I was thinking of actually doing the adamantine weapon on there, making it a +1 adamantine like claw. So that even if I ever get and making it like a biomod, so it's just in my hand.
What if you
Mhm.
just make an actual lockpick out of adamantine and then just dig through the lock?
Technically, the cheapest way of making an adamantine lockpick, quote unquote, is actually making a durable arrow and stabbing things with it. Because durable arrows can be improvised weapons, and they cost like 300
just
gold
chipping
to have an
away.
adamantine durable arrow.
That's funny.
And then when you fired it, it doesn't break when it hits something, which is why it's a durable arrow.
Neat.
So effectively, like I imagine every remotely clever rogue just has it as a lockpick. It's just shoved through the lockpick to make it work. Regardless, we now have the official way. You also have damage reduction 3 versus everything because full plate.
All right, bang.
Hit it out.
Adamantine. Adamant.
So then we're gonna give Katia and Volmar to Sabrina as long as she needs them.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
do we get hits?
Do we want to? Which one do we want first?
I would think the vine and leaf is more important.
The vine and leaf is probably the most important because it means that I can bring back Vantastone to the Underdark so people don't starve.
Yeah.
Because they've based all their agriculture off of it. And so if I can take if I can break some holes in the sky so light can come down, and, whoa, what would happen if the world just had gigantic rock? Like sky level. God, it's
I
like
mean-
the worst type of Minecraft.
That's called Mistcraft. Thank you very much.
So
No, that's
to-
called Thumbcraft.
So your understanding of magic is that if you wanted to adjust time, that would not even find and leave. Like the only thing that has happened is time has moved forward to the sky and to the stuff below. So if you wanted to change that to fast forward or skip back or something like that, the finger of force and energy would actually be your best bet. But even then, that's a very large undertaking. But if you wanted to stop the leaf apocalypse, then
Seems like a
definitely.
good first stopgap.
Mhm.
Yes, because even if the rest of the apocalypse are happening, because I imagine that while it's one apocalypse, it has many small
Many
mini
components,
apocalypse.
Lots of civilizations are falling. It's a rough time.
They really should have prepared for something like this,
That's gonna let me go to my main map.
which is partially that ancient Yadath's fault, but that's neither here nor there. Everyone should have backup locations.
All right. So Sabrina says, "Okay, I can prepare one of these a day," and so
Vine and Leaf
okay.
first.
Vine and leaf. Okay, you got a Goran.
This is
or
actually a relatively small little chunk of world. But
yeah,
that's
it's about the size of Australia, maybe. Like it's
Okay.
not huge. Not meant to be either. She has set herself up in one of the branches of the Church of Bureaucraties, like one of the wings. She sort of made her own, which is next to that gigantic orb of positive energy that heals you from large distances away.
Mhm.
And let me think. Yeah, okay. She's got like a room laid out, engraved in all sorts of strange symbols, and she just says, "Okay, put the Goran in the center, and I'm gonna do this thing. Gonna cast a spell."
I put the Goron in the center, or it will get the hose again.
The zombie Goran is just sort of like completely absent, just standing up, keeping its balance barely, kind of just staring at a wall.
Don't
Doesn't
worry,
quite-
I'm bringing you back.
Okay, the symbols on the walls all glow, and her eyes glow as well, and she says, "Huh, okay, best guess, the undershade, in the heart of the undershade, more specifically."
Where's the undershade?
Okay.
Undershade is under the godshade,
Oh, fun.
appropriately. Yeah. Though, of course, right now I should draw more smoke coming out of the godshade as the whole top half is being turned to nothing. Yeah, it is just the undershade.
Do you have more directions when we get there, or no?
I can send you if it. No, yeah, actually, if you leave this guy here, she gives a head pat to the Goran.
Zombie, yep.
Yeah, says if you leave this one here, I can do it again every week or every day, and keep checking if it moves. But otherwise, that location is specific enough to teleport to and get you pretty close.
All right. I guess we're going.
Okay, if you give me a... Okay, so if we're going through the undershade, there's going to be a lot of negative plant things. Likely.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Yes, I do believe that we can fight it. Just trying. My character's actually thinking of. I think that there's a wizard spell called defoliate or something that is specifically good against plants. Oh, blight. Is it actually worth that?
Flame noises.
No,
How dare they?
I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, I'll just prepare Cone of Cold because most plants don't like cold.
It's a solid
You know what?
plan.
Really? I didn't actually know that, but yeah. All right.
Well, it's not like cold or flame. It will probably work. Text color. Okay, so also the
Sorry, I just realized one of the tokens I'm using is not what I thought it was. Never. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'm gonna be off mic briefly because I have food now.
okay.
All right.
Major creation, so I can create some terrifying poison gas. And overland flight. Something wrong?
Nope. Are we? If it's a fog acid, we're technically immune to that, right? Except for you.
Yeah, because you have life bubble, but Vilmar does not.
Right. We can shove him in a bag after he makes it, and keep the bag on us, and then it will be protected.
Well, the main thing with
Just use highly corrosive gas cloud for like 10 minutes, and then walk in afterwards.
Not only have you killed everyone inside, you also killed the walls and the floors.
That's fine. I can fly.
Plants actually don't have cons, so strangely enough, cloud kill would not be that good.
Oh.
So it's actually plants are actually kind of difficult to kill via, poisons.
That's fine.
So we'll just have to deal with it.
Yeah. I wouldn't plan too hard for the enemy types, because sometimes they're arbitrary. It's
Oh,
just
no.
What I see I just look in the bestiary and I'm like, oh, that's cool. Just drag and drop one of those in there.
Sadly,
It just wandered in. That's why it's there.
Huh.
It's a desert
What do you
biome
know?
creature, though. It just wandered in. From the...
This area all fire. Huh.
It's a fire plant.
How about
Shut
that?
up.
Yeah, it's a big angry fire plant, okay?
So I would also like to say the day before, just before we slept, I cast overland flight with the extend rod. So it's 20 hours of flight, and then I slept while flying.
Okay, is your slept while flying? Is your extend rod? Is it high enough level for that?
Yep,
Is it
it's 1 to
level-
6.
Dang.
I needed it to be that way so I could do it with the mind spell, the threefold aspect.
Okay.
So I spent big money because I knew it'd still be useful up until level 6 spells.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by God, it has been.
All right. We ready?
We ready?
I got nothing
That's
else.
for-
I can't prepare. I'm a marshal.
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay. So, Bomar, you teleport to. Do you do any research beforehand to figure out?
Yes,
what
I
you're
do
looking-
try to do a little bit of research.
Okay.
I try to find a memory someone has of.
Oh, do you take another trip to Broken Chain? Because I think, like, between your napping habits and your teleports, I think that's fine.
I have a vicious cycle of naps. It's so, you know what? Yes, because I want to actually have an accurate idea of where we're going to teleport to get to the heart of the tree.
Okay. Let's see. All right.
Actually, do I think the Goran corpse would actually be good enough? I don't think we have the time to wait for it to reincarnate properly.
Nah, we should just go. We'll be fine.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So roll your D100, I guess.
Oh
I
no.
haven't been doing that before, but I'm doing it
We're
now.
in the Whirl. Yes, Pearl.
World.
Whirl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or we're in the volcano. Who knows?
But there be dragons.
Oh,
Okay.
that's not
Oh.
a positive thing.
All right. Let me just look up my
Did we
teleport.
fuck up?
He fucked up.
So,
We fucked up?
we got a mishap.
Oh,
Ooh.
shit.
That's that you and anyone else teleporting get scrambled. We take 1d10 points of damage, then re-roll on the chart. These rolls are 1d20 plus 80. So it's quite
Okay.
possible we keep mishapping. But
92.
that is a similar area. So you wind up in an area that's virtually thematically similar to the target area, generally appear in the closest similar area in range. If no such area exists in the spell range, the spell simply fails. So it's kind of like I want to go to that town, and we teleport to like
a neighboring
a
town.
neighboring town.
This is a pretty unique piece of geometry, but the actual place you'd end up teleporting to isn't so much. Like there's a little bit of a. I'm gonna say okay.
Could just fail.
Here's what happens.
Okay.
I mean, it could just fail, but it doesn't. You're fine. You find yourself in a cave, like many other caves. It's pretty wide, pretty spacious. There are tents here. Actually, it's a campsite of some sort, but it hasn't been in use for at least a few days. Behind you is the cave just sort of stretches on. It gets a lot narrower, but it continues on. And in front of you is just a gigantic sheer drop. It is blackness in all directions. You can't really make out anything too easily. Not without rolling perception.
How far is that? Sorry.
Like in like 60 feet, you can't see
Okay.
anything particular. So let's. Everyone want to roll perception?
Sure. Perception.
Hey, Vomar, this doesn't look right.
Well, seeing how part of me did not quite teleport with us, I would agree.
You know, these wings are new.
We all take 9 damage.
Oh yeah.
These wings are new, Vomar. I don't want to lose them already.
Oh, that's okay. There's nothing that a wand of infernal healing won't help.
Okay. Lowest. Ian, I'm gonna send you a direct message.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
All right. Middleist, Aneski, I'm gonna send you a direct message. And the highest, Snake, I'm gonna send you a much longer message.
All right.
You're all seeing different things, by the way. This isn't competing views. This is just
Okay.
different things to see and brief about.
I do believe I found some kind of
Give me a sec.
archaeological book.
Give me a second.
Also, while we're searching, I poke everyone with a wand of infernal healing to heal them.
Sure.
I have a feeling we should just leave and come back later. To be honest.
Oh, okay, well, I point towards a sketchbook that details some findings showing a spherical stone structure held within the vines, not the color of the stone around here. The book also has drawings of fossilization seen in random roots, which have turned entirely into stone. So I think the tree is turning into Vantastone?
No, it's just regular ass rock. I
It's
should be clear on that.
Okay. Well, what did you find? I sort of gesture towards the two of you.
Let's see.
So the walls have Vantastone all over them. But sky's leaking through. And if we just kind of wait, it'll get really easy to look around. So we should probably just come back. It's kind of dark.
Okay. Well, effectively, that means we're burning a day.
I see
If
it.
you are... Oh, go on. Go for it.
I also see stuff. Camp of at least 10 people. They appear to be mostly Tengu. And there are signs of a large animal, like a big black furred wolf.
Like signs of conflict, or just signs that
It's
They
just
live
like
with one.
signs that they had
No
this.
signs of conflict that I can see.
Okay. Well, I do believe that Tengu. I've met some
Yeah, so this would be
interesting folk.
the Elven Nation, if it's a group of Tengu and wolves and shit like that. You can also roll knowledge nature on the wolf, all of you.
Haha!
Knowledge nature.
Fool, do you not believe I have knowledge nature?
I don't.
No, I believe it. Alright, 30's quite good.
Oh,
Everyone
look,
else
Lucy
got a...
typed out a message for you guys.
Aw,
What was
the
that?
kitty.
Oh.
That's the cat's message to us.
I'm not going to bother rolling. There's no
Yeah, I
point.
don't
Okay.
have it either.
Alright, so Ian, this is 30? Yeah. This is a creature called an Amarok. They're black lone wolves. They hunt in the Elven lands. Their eyes are said to be able to pierce any illusion and see through any darkness. They're very clever creatures. They are definitely not known to be friendly.
Ah.
Cool.
So they were probably using this thing to see through the darkness, because it is like see in darkness. So much better than dark vision. Infinite range, the best.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you have any spell that could emulate that.
Well, I have not as good as that.
All right.
But there's nothing really for us here at the moment. This isn't the right location.
I mean, you could divine a way forward. Probably.
Do you have another teleport?
I always have teleports.
Well,
I guess we try to teleport straight to the heart, eh?
yeah. Or as
Everyone
close as
gather up.
possible. We're all healed up because we got infernal healing, so we'll try again.
All right. Roll that D100.
Get a 1.
Come on, Ian.
Okay. Teleport madness.
That's okay.
Oh,
We
that's
arrive on
funny.
target. I'd love it. It's just every time you had me roll is a mishap. Boom, boom.
That'd be a way to
Okay.
get an entire session.
You are now like, I don't know, like maybe a mile from where you just were. You're in this deep black void. You're standing on a root that is, even as you're standing on it, starting to decay just a little bit. Little bits of black vapor rubbing off. And not too far from you, you can see a stone structure like the one you saw in that journal, and it is, it's just in front of you. There's
Oh.
a hole in the top. It's held up by vines that are fossilized, going way up and way out, reaching all the way to the walls. Yeah, what you do? It would take some jumping, flying, or otherwise actions to get to it.
I can fly. Get in the
Uh,
bags.
oh, yeah.
So
Get
can
the
I?
bags.
Oh, yeah, you're flying.
Yeah.
So actually, theoretically, I can actually lift up an esky while flying.
That's true.
It's not glorious, but it is.
It would be safer than a bag. She could hit things.
Protect me. Ugh. God, why did I make you? I made your full plate. I know how heavy this is. Why did I make it so heavy?
So I guess we're gonna fly our way over there.
All right.
Take a
You
peek.
fly over there. Are you going to just go through the hole in the top, or are you going to try some shenanigans I'm not prepared for?
I mean,
Well-
considering we can't actually see what we're doing meta-wise, we're probably gonna go through the hole in the top.
Okay, sure.
If this was a 3D game, of course we would inspect every inch before going in. But
All right. You go through this hole in the top. It is a strange maze of sorts, like a 3D maze kind of, which is very awkward for you to maneuver. But you do manage it. It's a bit tight. It's a bit, well, not actually that tight, but it is kind of a pain in the ass.
Aneski just kind of chopped through the weird walls.
What?
chop through the walls.
Oh, yeah.
You have an adamantine
sorry,
weapon.
it sounded like you cut out for a second.
sorry.
I got a Nesky
okay.
and then nothing.
Fuck up those walls, girl.
Okay. So I just attacked the wall.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's fucking go.
I don't think she needs to actually roll for this.
Do you want me to actually roll?
Okay.
Because-
You can't miss.
How about this? I'm gonna roll 1d, 1d8, and if it's, yeah, and if it's a 1, we'll see what happens. It's a 4. You're fine. Okay.
Okay.
You punch a hole in a wall, and you are in, well, like you're sort of on the horizon of the this orb at this point. Not so much at the top anymore, but along the like total horizontal part.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You find your way into a ring of stone, and right beside you, there is a. I can take you to the map. Why don't I? There is a dead Tengu. To your, I guess, right, and to your left, there is a gap in the floor, like a rut, sort of, like 15 feet down, 15 feet
Hello?
across.
Hello.
Yep.
Oh, I just had a power
Flicker.
flash.
All right. How much did I miss? How much did you miss?
I got through the wall.
Okay, you got through the wall. You are on the sort of the horizontal part of the sphere, like the middle.
Hello.
There is.
Yep.
Sorry, we got a thunderstorm. We're kind of doing the. what's
Okay.
it? So if I disappear, it's
Rip.
Yeah.
damn it.
We'll
It's
roll
okay.
with it.
We'll roll with it. Oh no,
Sorry for being
Aneski's
difficult today,
sick
guys.
somehow. Dead Tengu to your right. The path continues on quite a ways, or in like the circular form. And to your left, there is a big rut in the ground, like 15 feet down, 15 feet across. That light is pulsing through every now and again in different colors. Like big prismatic beams, probably not healthy to stand in.
Mm.
You hear, in the direction of the dead Tengu, you hear some whispers, but that's about it. And not like English whispers. Not like, actually, any language whispers.
Hey, everybody. I was gonna talk about this later, but I got this rock.
And she pulls out what looks to be a crystal rock.
Mm-hmm.
And it can talk to things. I'm just gonna leave it at that for now.
And she snaps her fingers, and then it grows spider legs, and then she puts it on the wall. And it starts, like, slowly walking toward the voices.
Ooh, a psi crystal.
Yeah, it's been it was weird. We'll talk about it later.
Undoubtedly, I point towards my floating collection of rocks that has intelligence. I fully understand.
Paul screams.
And now we all have little companions.
Hooray! Everyone's got a familiar now.
Well, I look at the Tengu corpse. What was it killed by?
It seems
Well, what
like...
does it look like it was killed by? Is that a heal check?
Sure. I'll let you heal for it.
I'm not good with heal checks, so I'm just gonna do a perception and just see if there's obvious things.
I will also try to perception. That's a good perception.
That's a very
Okay.
good perception.
What the hell? I'll do it too.
Your perception isn't bad. It's just not plus 23.
Mm.
Don't worry, your hit is higher than your perception.
That's kind of dumb, actually.
Hey, you
I
have
don't need to
15.
see.
You have almost as good as I do. Okay.
I don't need to see. I just need to hit. Just point me in the direction and.
All you need is hit.
Does your psi crystal have like a stealth roll?
I don't know. I mean, it's
Okay.
it's a rock.
Okay, it's a very tiny rock. Fair enough.
Yeah. You know what? It's on the ceiling. And it's just going to walk forward slowly.
All right. Also, so I know the narrative stakes. What happens if this thing gets broken?
24 hours it comes back.
Okay. Excellent.
But in fact, it is just a rock with
All right.
legs.
Okay, so let's perception 42. Yeah, there's some claw marks, some bite marks, and some strange atrophy in the muscles.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That is not positive. I in
No.
fact would say that is negative.
Mhm.
Nari's
You
actually.
know what?
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Do you want stone skin or do you want like
Stone skin.
we can either flood this place with gas or we can get stone skin. One or the other.
I like the gas idea.
Me too.
Okay.
Seems more
I'm gonna
on
call the
brand.
rock back.
Okay. Just in case the rock gets hurt. But
Well,
they'll get-
if we're doing gas, we're all gonna be sitting here doing nothing. So
All right.
Oh, defend me for like 3 rounds and I'll make something.
All right, I'm gonna stand here. They're like right here.
Okay. Let me.
and I'll gravity bow because why wouldn't I at this point?
All right. As you're preparing this end to the encounter, let me see what happens next.
3 rounds. It has 3 rounds to notice us and act.
Oh man, I guess I should
Alright.
start raging.
You might want to move. Well, no, rage when something happens.
Okay.
But you could move like next to me over there. We'll just make
Yeah.
a physical wall, and hopefully it doesn't come from the right because
Well,
that would be
actually,
awkward.
If there's any Tengu that are still alive, I probably shouldn't just nightmare
It
vapor
seems like
this.
they're dead.
These look very thoroughly killed, but you never know.
Oh, you know what?
You could like shout out and be like, "Hey, anybody alive in here?" Do I have to do
Actually,
that?
no. I'm just. If we do kill one of them, I'll feel bad enough that I'll. If they aren't dead for more than a week, I'll pay the 1,000 to reincarnate them.
How kind.
All right.
Whoa.
How will you know which? I guess based on the muscle atrophy and cause of death. All right.
Yep.
Fair enough.
So I'm doing Nightmare Vapor, DC 20, 1 Wisdom damage, and confused for a round.
All right. All right.
Instant onset. If they fail a save, it requires 2 saves to get out of their system.
How long does this last
Okay.
for? The gas itself, not the effects.
Yeah, no, it's if I'm using Major Creation. Let me see. 10 hours?
Okay.
How to break D&D.
Because I'm assuming that it's not vegetable matter, but like made of some kind of stone crystal base metal. Like the components of it would be
Yes.
Not
you can make
vegetable.
it create basically.
so it's
It's
1
not.
hour per level duration.
All right. Okay. How many rounds does that take to cast?
3.
Oh, it actually. Oh, wow! Major Creation's 10 minutes. So
Oh. We could go back up. Because we went down, right? So we want to
Yes.
flood this place.
so I can cast it down in the place, and it would
Right.
spread out
Yeah.
in the place. It wouldn't really spread up much. It would just spread.
Yeah, probably spread down.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's a giant sphere, right? I mean, it's fine.
So let's go back up to the entrance. Now that we see the people who went in, kind of
They got fucked up.
they got fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, 10 minutes.
I'm sorry, Frosty.
It's okay. I forgive you.
The moment we're like, oh shit, something's wrong.
Oh god, there's a map here. Map needs to be flooded with gas.
Well, we found corpses.
We found mauled corpses that were drained of stuff. That's not a good look. Actually, firstly, I cast invisibility on myself, which will last 10 minutes. So I'll be invisible for all but 1 round.
All right.
Casting this spell.
Now that's a caster.
Okay. Now I need to think there.
And I'm stationary, so that's a plus 40 bonus on stealth checks.
All right.
Wait, it's an illusion. these things might be the type of things I can see through. Doesn't matter.
We'll see.
I already committed. I committed.
You
to
committed. We will protect you.
Yeah. Okay.
He's a bolt.
All right. You get maybe 5 minutes into it, and then, God, I need a new map. This don't. I'm gonna make a real quick, perfect, beautiful map. Okay.
It's all you need is a hole and a flat space, and
Yep.
that's where we are.
I'm
currently hovering about 20 feet above the black hole.
Oh God, that's right. You can fly.
Yeah,
too.
I'll be
That's so
hovering
cool.
10 to 20 feet beside him, looking down through the hole with a bow. And I guess Aneski will be next to the hole?
Yep.
Battle formation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have the worm surrounding the hole too.
Oh yeah. Gargantuan
Okay,
worm.
sure.
Because if I'm vulnerable for 10 minutes, actually, if I'm vulnerable for 10 minutes, I'm inside the worm. Its mouth is open. I'm still staring down.
And is the worm flying?
No.
No, but the worm is on the ground, and I can fly out. If
Okay, with all this flight, we need to make this a side view map. One more moment.
we don't need a side view map. We can actually do. You know how
You can do a
the
symbol.
things have three circles.
Mm-hmm.
One of the circles can just be feet above ground.
I will put a 20 in my blue.
All right. And then I'm just.
Actually, no. I should probably be flying. I'll just have the worm protect.
Yeah. You're less
It's
likely
supposed
to
to
be
be meat
noticed
shield.
being invisible and flying.
Because I'm a dick. Dun, 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 dun.
You're a wizard. That's your job, is to be a big dick. And everybody has to deal with it.
I'm sorry. I'm waving my wizardly dick around. I'm not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Let me just
I'm not surprised.
paste you there.
Unfortunately, I can't really do. Once we flood the place, I can't really do wall of horse.
You could. It'd just be a really good, stable, stationary wall.
A very short. Yeah. Oh, don't they disappear when they
Oh,
die?
they
No,
disappear.
No, they're going to take wisdom damage and get confused. Then they
Stumbling
might randomly
horses
attack people.
everywhere. Is that cruel? Is that animal cruelty if it's a summon? I don't know.
No, I was actually at the last campaign, which I abused the fuck out of Mount. I summoned a horse underwater,
Oof.
and the party's like, "Hey, man, that's terrible." I'm like, "The horse is not real. It's not a real horse."
Okay.
Hey, that's not the right picture of the worm. Thank you very much. You're missing
Oh,
some.
I'm sorry. What's the?
You got to get the
Yeah, it
right
has all the
one.
blood teardrops.
I'm sorry. I can't. I'm gonna.
You can't
I'm gonna
group it.
save that copy, and I'm gonna make a new one. Okay. Oh, you can group things, right? Have to try
Don't
that.
worry.
It's not a big deal. I was joking.
It's really not.
It's
a big
kind of a big deal.
It kind of is a big deal, guys. If we're gonna do
Okay.
this, we gotta do it right.
Is this a side view or not?
This is a side view.
Okay.
This is
So then I'm
100%
gonna
side
be
view.
like right here, and I think
Yes.
Aneski should be directly next to the hole. Maybe
Okay,
yeah,
so
like right there.
cool.
All right.
Perfect.
All right. Let me also check one more thing.
I guess as long as I want to be able to do 30 feet, whatever's down there.
All right.
Fucking worm is so stupid.
Ian, you can control the worm, yes?
Yes, I can.
Okay. You're choosing to make it or to leave it in that good position. But
Oh wait, no, I cannot actually control that worm.
no. Okay, one sec.
You can just do control by all players, and we'll just do it.
Controlled
fine.
by Ian. Controlled by Snake. Controlled.
You can do all players. You don't need
Nope,
to.
Too late.
Okay. There we go.
Wizardly Dick. All right. So you are into your thing when from not the hole but around the hole comes forms start appearing. They're like sticking their hands their arms through the stone and then pulling themselves up. They seem to be able to float quite freely. I'm not sure why they're doing that, but it's very dramatic.
Oh no, incorporeal.
And yeah, they start coming. Roll initiative.
Oh boy.
You know what? Okay, I guess I roll my initiative because that's when my familiar and my worm go. Because I'm just casting a spell. Unless something really fucked up happens.
Can you float in a direction while casting a spell?
I think I can do a move action and keep casting the spell. I actually
Guys?
never... Okay.
It's going to be a good rolling day today, I think.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So we have Belmar 17. We've got Shadows 14. That's right, Shadow the Hedgehog, multiple of them.
Oh fuck. So edge.
Got Nari 11. And we got Neski 9.
If only we had more money, I could have made the improved initiative gauntlet.
Alrighty. Let's get this party started, I guess. Oh, I should probably have them appear on the map, eh? That'd be a good start.
Oh,
Ooh. Are
oh
they spooky?
yay. They're spooky.
Now imagine if they also had a very cool wolf with them that you weren't about to just kill off screen.
You talking about the Kieran again, or?
No.
Hmm?
Don't worry about it.
Talk about
I'm sorry I completely destroyed your map preparation, Frosty.
No, this was on me. I should have had a better plan for this. I should have given the wolf a gas mask, and I didn't. All right, Bomar, your turn.
So it's a full round action, so I can make effectively a 5-foot float.
All right.
We may want to start making a 5-foot float away.
I'm going to do a 5-foot float up. Actually, before I do that, my familiar activates the sea spray ring,
Nice.
creating a 20-foot radius cloud around the familiar, who then swaps places with me.
So it would hit me. It would not hit Aneski. You said it's 20 foot?
Yep.
Although 20 foot is, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so it could move down to get everyone in the ring.
Sure.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And just before it does that, I realized that my purple worm currently doesn't have magic weapons. So it probably can't hurt these things.
Well, the good news is they can't hurt it either, because all they can do is strength damage.
So,
Oh god, I'm at risk here, actually.
Yeah, because you have 5 strength.
7. Thank you very much.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm going to have the purple worm. You know, the one thing that they can't do? They might not know that they can't fuck with the purple worm. So I'm going to have the purple worm sort of try to just coil in such a... Oh, God.
Are you going to push
yeah,
it, just kind of push it into the fray?
Yeah.
And
Just,
send 2 back and push it into the... Yeah.
actually, can you set it... Yeah. Can you actually put this on the back layer? So
To
right-click
back.
it. Back.
Yeah, it's to back. It's not in the map layer, though.
There we go. Yeah, just shove it in
So-
there.
I'm just going to shove it in there, and it's going to try to... it's going to act defensively. Its touch AC is 4.
Wow.
Okay.
If you ever want to destroy this thing, just Scorching Ray it. It's going to just explode.
Okay. I'm gonna say you roll like a bluff check to see. I don't know what to roll here to determine the behavior of these
Well,
mindless souls.
These
once trapped
mindless
in the-
souls probably, you know what? I would say have them roll a knowledge check, but they probably don't have knowledges.
No, probably not.
They would probably attempt, and if it didn't react, they'd move on.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because
fair enough.
they're trying to
So,
steal
like-
energy, right, or whatever. So if it didn't work, then
All right, they're gonna. One of them is going to like slap it on the noggin, right? Good, and it's not gonna work. But actually, it needs to hit for that to be. So let's just
it is gonna.
Does it roll a 1?
20
might.
plus. What is plus 11? Did not roll a 1. In fact, that's
Quite a good
it
roll.
might be a crit,
Crit for
but it
nothing.
still can't. It slaps real hard right into the marrow, and nothing happens. It's like avast.
It's a pirate ghost.
Technically, these should be like elven ghosts, and there's a good reason for that you don't know yet. But it's one of them. But I guess very old elven ghosts, and so they're yelling avast because that's what very old elves sound like. I've decided. This one is going to. Do you have? Can you do the? I'm just gonna throw the aura on here. 20 feet of salt spray. God, that is a bright background. One more second. What?
Are you just going to make the background like a slightly darker gray?
Well, yeah.
Hey,
Ta-da! I
that
can
looks
see
better.
now. I can't see the grid lines. Okay, one.
That's
you have
fine.
to change the grid lines to a different color.
Okay, boom, nailed it. Ain't that beautiful? All right. So that shadow's done there. Aneski is visible. They're going to attack Aneski's a very large strength pool. with their-
She's not
get
visible.
An attack of opportunity.
Can I hit these things?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, you have a magic weapon.
Okay.
I believe it's incorporeal things. They take half damage.
They take half damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Oh, that's
let's
way
first
better than
see-
mischance.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not
Okay.
ethereal. They're incorporeal. Or something.
I think that's a change between 3.5 and Pathfinder.
That is
Did I hit
definitely
it?
a change.
That sure hits. Yeah.
It's a ghost.
Let's see if
Okay,
you. I don't think you'll kill it in one hit. with
She
the half
might.
damage.
Save that now. Okay, so
'Cause
half.
that would be over
damage.
100 damage in one hit.
So half of 18. Cool.
Spoilers.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Just roll whatever damage and we'll half it.
Did I kill it?
Oh, it's looking real hurty.
Wait, is... I feel like our damage should be higher than that.
Well, it's
do you
normally
think?
plus
Half, not-
18. I halved it.
Oh!
I think I'm.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay, so that is already halved. Okay. So then this is now 40. Okay. All right. It's gonna take a swing at you. 24. Does that hit?
24.
touch AC?
Oh,
Touch
that
AC.
definitely.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
think you're super everywhere.
Yeah,
in the
no,
base.
that fucking hits.
This one's going to go because you turned the salt spray ring on mid combat. I think it knows roughly where to go, but it still has the miss chance. Is that fair?
Yep.
All right. And
When
then
it
see-
went in, it now has a 50% miss chance being like right beside.
Yes, and Aneski, you have a attack of opportunity on that one as well,
All right.
because you have the combat reflexes. I think.
Yep.
Alright, so what the fuck is my AC?
Your touch AC is quite high. I think.
Now I'm flat-footed?
You shouldn't. Oh well, it is. for-
Hasn't acted in the
Such a
initiative.
weird roll. Anyway, 23 is
the-
would be my... Because I
Well,
lose
actually,
dex.
if she saw it, then without a surprise round, you aren't flat-footed.
Okay, yeah, I'm not going to call you flat-footed. I'm also. What's it? 1d2 is the miss chance. 50%.
Yeah,
At this
so
range?
1 is a fail.
Okay.
Okay,
Aha.
that passes that. So my...
But the 15 to hit.
no, I have
Oh,
27.
Okay, yeah. So this one takes a swat at you. You're way too fast to face whatever else to get at. It is
So fast!
and this one is going to try and come at where glass Vomar, and it's going to just end up looking at Click Clack. And I nope. I don't know if Click Clack can.
It's
Click
a...
clack is a construct, so fuck you.
It's like it's looking at it. It's thinking for a minute. It's remembering what the other one just avasted about, and it's like, nah.
Avast!
It doesn't even bother trying to hit. I think it is still in. Yeah, it's got Nari in its sights from here. It's gonna try another.
How much damage did it do to Aneski?
Oh, did I?
Oh, does she get a reflect or a fort save or whatever?
Nope, it's just damage.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn! These are nasty.
yeah. 1d8, so 5 strength damage.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Oh,
This
no.
won't kill you. It will just put you unconscious if you go to 0. Or wait.
No.
It will actually kill you and make you a shadow spawn.
Okay, yes. It is dangerous.
Guys, I don't like this.
We
Don't
will.
worry, you have some brawn.
Yeah, you have a lot of strength pool to go through. You can tank a lot of hits.
Oof, that's a big chunk though.
Nari definitely cannot.
No.
Okay, that is the Shadow's turn.
Oh, thank
We are
God.
going to...
It's my turn.
Yeah, Nari, go get
Okay,
him.
5-foot step.
Mm-hmm.
Fighting defensively. My touch AC is now 39. Unless they crit.
No longer hit you.
Unless they crit, they're not fucking hitting me anymore.
Mhm.
Flurry of blows on the one underneath me, I guess.
Yep. Yep.
You tell
Those
me.
all hit?
You tell
Yeah,
me.
those all hit.
So confirmed hits is 3, consecutive hits is 2. No crits is 85. And that's
85
cold.
raw.
Oh wait, she
Cold.
ghost probably wouldn't react well to cold.
They probably don't care about cold much.
Right, they probably don't care about cold.
So yeah, you can say that as
Like
regular damage. I'm not gonna
piercing. I
I'm
don't.
not gonna make you commit to that because you
Blunt?
immediately realized.
Blunt. I
If
guess.
it's magic, you'll do half damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
she's using a magical weapon, so it's default magic.
Yeah. Okay, it is almost. You poke up enough holes through it that it is almost completely evaporated at this point. This one.
Yes, that one.
It is Anaski's turn now.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I want to stab that thing.
Yes. do
5
it.
foot step back. Stab, stab, stab.
Just don't fall into the hole.
Yeah, I guess if I were to step backwards, I would be in the hole. Shit.
So
Well,
just
remember,
it's hard
this
to
is a
tell
side
with the
map.
oh, that's true.
There is
Okay.
ways around. It's okay.
You can also jump up onto the giant worm, and I can have the worm carry you to
Cool.
victory.
Yeah, but
I
you want a
want
full
to.
attack.
I want to hit it because it hit me, and I don't like that.
Yes.
So with strength, does my attack change?
-2 to
It
hit.
would go
me.
down 3. Because
Oh,
you're
yeah, 3,
down
you're right.
5. Because I think you're at an even number.
Yeah.
So down 3, so it is. Whew. So 21.
21. Yes, that is.
What?
Now
Oh,
it
plus
hits.
21. Yeah. Okay. Now it is.
Just tell me the numbers and I'll decide.
What's your plus? It's 21. Okay, that hits.
You get. I didn't haste us.
Nope.
Oh well.
Oh.
So you get 2 attacks instead of 3. So
Okay.
Oh shit. Frosty, it also takes that much damage. Many shot.
Ah, okay.
I can't do many. I forgot to add another attack in there. Sorry.
Okay.
it dead?
It is so close to dead. It's
Oh my
just barely
God.
hanging on. It's anger and it's unfulfilled dreams and etc. Or whatever the hell shadows are about. That's the kind of inspiring lore you want from your DM, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This one is also
10
looking
out of 10.
quite mangled now. I maybe take a swing at it and its head spins around a couple times, comes back. I don't know.
Casper physics.
Exactly. So let's take on 16 off that, and it's all right. And that is a Neski. So Vomar,
I
Got any bright
cast
plans?
spells.
which ones?
The same one.
Spell I'm continuing to cast.
Okay. Some would
I've
call that, considering it's possible for Nari to literally just die in one hit. I don't know if that's...
I think he believes in us, and I think that's fine.
Okay, he believes...
So
the
actually,
fuck out
let's see. Knowledge religion.
of you. What you trying
I
to figure
will
out?
be right back. I need to rescue a cat.
Go for it.
Oh, I didn't... Did I feed my cat? I'll find out.
What are you trying to find out, Ian?
What are these and how dangerous?
Greater Shadow is quite dangerous.
Okay.
We're doing it. You don't waste your shit.
You're doing... Yeah, actually, Nari is within one hit of death, but unless they crit and then confirm with
Yep.
another crit...
I'm playing a dangerous fucking game, but I think I got it.
So you could die in one hit, but it is a 1 in 20, 1 in 20, 1 in 8.
Yes.
Or actually 2 in 8.
I'm fine.
So it's just
Okay.
a 1 in 16,000 chance, but... Or
Cute.
1,600 chance.
Q, 5 minutes
What?
from now, I'm like, fucking fuckity fuck.
Why did I even do this? This was terrible.
Time to be a druid!
Come back as Robo Nari. Beep, boop, boop.
Wait, what? No.
I'm not
Did
dead yet.
Nari die?
No.
Okay.
I'm technically within one hit of death.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But-
I disappeared for
She
like
has been in one hit of
30
death. since she-
seconds.
No, this is
Since
nothing
the-
has changed
since the
since start
beginning of the
time.
combat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
okay.
always I'm on the razor's edge, and so are they. We're all dancing today.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to have my familiar. Well, I'm going to float up 5 feet. Then I'm going to have my familiar pull out one of my scraps of paper that has explosive runes,
Okay.
and it's going to float here. Actually, float here. And read it.
Oh, it's actually 1 in 2, 1 in 20, 1 in 20, 1 in 8.
Oh, yeah. So 1 in 3,200 that you just dropped that next turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so the greater shadows, actually everyone but one shadow has to make a reflex save as a force explosion
Ah,
happens
fuck.
as my familiar reads.
Okay. And I assume Nari and Vaneski do too? Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I can
That's
take a
why I
little health
shot everyone.
damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
This is hit point damage.
It's fine,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is fine.
What
I
am
have-
I doing? A fort save?
Reflex.
Reflex.
Reflex. Gotcha.
I have enough of this resource left.
Oh,
Does Nari
actually,
is-
Neska, you get +3 to the save because you have superstition.
Okay.
Oh, she's
so
fine
then
anyway, I
it's-
think.
You're
28.
28. Yeah, you're golden.
I don't know if I'm gold.
I'm
You're fine.
pretty sure.
I'm good?
Yeah.
I don't have that high in int yet. But all the shadows also have to make reflex saves.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was supposed to be doing. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Wow, they have high reflex.
They're good.
For being ghosts? Damn.
Yeah.
DC is... one fails, the rest pass. So they'll take half damage. Fine.
All right. They'll take how much is half damage?
So that it's
Okay.
25 force damage,
All right. This shadow fades away into nothing. Congratulations.
and the other
It's
shadow
one.
in tatters takes 12 damage. Boom.
Yep.
Gone.
This one I'm gonna say is the
Literacy is deadly.
one. Yeah. How much damage does Clickback take from that?
25.
All right. How much health does Clickback have?
This is not a maneuver I'm doing lightly. Okay.
Right, because there's actually no risk of Clickback taking damage unless someone misses and hits them. Because these can only do strength damage.
Mm-hmm.
Let's... The 33 health remaining. You've badly wounded one of the other shadows, and this one is 6. It's like good idea, huh?
Yeah, this was a
Clever
good pull.
wizards. Okay. Shadow.
Oh wait. I thought the one Alexandra was hitting was almost dead.
Not that close to dead. This one is the one
Not
that
12
God
points of
damn it.
damage close to dead?
No.
She
Oh,
wasn't
wow.
doing
Okay.
as much damage.
Okay.
It was very close, but it's still standing just barely. This one's also quite badly wounded now. This one's less
And
wounded.
I'm still invisible.
And you're still invisible in the air. Yeah.
And my worm just tanked it. I'm not it failed its reflex save.
Yeah.
DC was 21.
All right. Time for shadows to strike. Don't think they can see invisibility. This one doesn't have anything. Actually, this one saw a click that go by and can't do anything about that in particular. It's gonna... See,
You
do have a
shitty
somatic-
pirates!
Does your spell have a somatic component or something oral? Are you speaking right now, or are you completely silent?
Let me see. I am speaking right now.
Okay. The shadow's
Softly,
gonna
but
follow
still
that.
speaking.
Can you?
I am
roll a
invisible.
stealth check if you want.
Sure.
Not with the bonus because this thing's just going. It's blind anyway.
Yeah,
it's
it's-
going off of.
Yeah, no, I understand I don't get the plus 40.
Yeah.
But I'm a bit of a sneaky motherfucker ever since I decided to become an evangelist. So roll
Yeah,
perception.
okay, that's quite good. Let me do the. Okay, the one that's furthest away can see you, but I don't think it can reach you in one turn, anyways.
Hear me, yeah.
No, it can. This one's going to try and fly over to you. That's
Okay.
gonna, and it's going to try to hit you with the 1d2 mischance. Slash roll 1d2.
Is he close enough? Almost
No,
actually
he's
not
invisible.
in the.
To
Oh,
actually,
right.
but I'm invisible.
Yes.
And he fails.
Okay. It hears you correctly. It tries to swat at you. It misses because of the invisibility. This one doesn't hear you. This one's going to. I don't know. This one's gonna try and see a Ness or a Nari.
Anari.
Oh god.
Beautiful combination.
Do the noodle arms?
Ah!
Do the
And you
nu-
just throw your bow at people.
I was hoping
Not
all,
shooting.
all of the noodle arms get bows and they can all shoot independently.
Oh
Oh,
god.
Jesus Christ.
There
hold
is,
so much
there's
wine now.
strangely enough, one of the best ways of wielding two guns in the system is actually to take 2 levels of juggler bard. Just have so you reload a gun by juggling one in the air, reloading it, catching it, juggling the other, reloading, catching it.
That's down.
Okay. Question.
It's so fucking
Important question for
Yes.
Ness. Is Paul screaming right now?
Yes,
Nessie.
Paul is screaming.
Okay, they're gonna swarm on Paul.
Because
Or on
Yeah.
you.
No, Paul. He has the strength to tank.
Yeah, you know what?
He kind of does, but after this ends, the damage is still there, and I don't want a
I know.
tragic end to Paul as he slowly stops screaming. That would be too
Frosty,
sad
if-
for me. Okay.
Frosty, if you kill Paul, I will never forgive you.
All right, that's fair. What if Paul turns out to be evil, though? How about then?
He already is.
I was-
we know it.
Yeah, we're okay with
No,
it.
but like evil to you.
Yeah.
How's that for your AC, your touch AC?
I'm
Oh,
Your
one
touch
misses.
ACs is like 14.
not great. It's 10.
Okay.
It's 10.
One of them hits through the fog. One of them is able to see you. Slash roll. The 8 again. All right, now you're down 7 strength.
No.
This is starting to add up.
It does add
Yeah.
up, yeah. Okay. Well, no, Nari.
Hey,
All right.
but you dodged one of the attacks. so
Whichever
that's-
is weaker.
The one on the bottom.
All right, then that's what I'm going to start with.
All right.
So,
Pew.
attack.
There's also the one going
Oh,
after
that's a bad
Belmar,
roll.
remember?
Yep.
But I think she's in worse shape.
Okay, sure.
So,
1d.
2 hit.
Yep, that's 2 hits.
Okay, so 2 and 1. Wait, cancel. 1 second.
2 non-consecutive hits.
So it's 2 hits and then a consecutive hit, but there's 3 hits because the first one's a many shot. So 3 confirmed, 1 consecutive, no crits. 78.
Okay.
Math.
Can you do that in... Alright, that's enough to wipe out...
It was whatever one was weaker, so I think it was that one.
So you started with the multi-shot on the weaker one?
Yes. Because I didn't...
Okay.
Unless it's clearly... I don't know how well Nari can look at ghost health. So
Okay, that is very fair. That one's gone. This one is also gone, actually.
Oh, well,
Hooray!
Hooray! There
And-
is the one shadow remaining.
until taking
I
5
will have
footstep.
the worm. I guess the worm lowers its head so that Aneski can get onto it.
Oh, yes.
So
Yes.
it
Rise
can
up.
bring Aneski to the right level.
Hooray! I
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
hit it.
Worm didn't take a turn before. You can climb, or the worm can manually lift you.
It lifts you up.
Especially because you don't need to go that far with your frickin' noodle arms.
Yeah, it's just out of reach
I'm a
right now.
monster.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
Rise up.
We live in a society.
Okay.
I cannot move Aneski's person up, but I can move my. Yep. On my turn, I'm gonna float 5 feet away.
All right. Then Eski, roll them attacks if you want.
Okay, so if I have 7, how many more?
You'll be down
strength?
4 currently.
Okay. That is what I needed to know.
Yeah, if I was down 7, I'd be dead.
Yeah.
You would actually be dead.
But you have a lot of touch AC. What is Wilmar's strength? 10?
Oh,
Oh.
God.
Actually, currently
Damn it.
8. So
8. Okay. Oh, because threefold aspect, right?
Now roll your second attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that's a non-confirmed failure because you have crazy to hit.
Hey.
And that's a 1 hit, 1 non-confirmed miss. Yeah, alright. I'm gonna try... Do you want to describe what your attack does? Is that a... Some DMs do that, some DMs describe attacks. I don't know which one's the better for the players.
I
don't
like
know.
your descriptions better,
Okay,
Frosty.
thank you. Alright. 15. Yeah, this thing is hurting pretty badly. It's still reasonably escaped the worst of what everyone's been throwing at them. But it's not going to survive much longer, you don't think? Me? Yeah. You put a slash through it and it reforms gradually. It looks a bit concerned about the big old slash that was through it a minute ago.
Hmm.
It is Bomar's turn?
I floated.
Okay.
So, okay,
did
now
his-
now I float.
Yes, you did your stuff.
I have the iron weird get in the way of me in the shadow. It's not going to do anything. It has no attack, or if it
All
does, I'm not going to bother doing it.
The shadow isn't quite sure where your noodle arms just came from. It's going to try to start running, and like go down near the hole. You got an attack of opportunity on it, but that's probably its end, or its final bow, as it says. Avast.
All right. Well, and then on my turn, I'm gonna do another flurry,
Okay.
and I guess I gotta roll.
Wait, I have the attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
Yep. You go for a swing on it. Bad hits.
Let's see if
That was okay.
Aneski finishes.
Probably. Yeah. It's still it's ticking, but
All
not
right,
by
well,
much.
I got a crit and then confirmed the crit with another crit. I know that doesn't matter, but that's always fun.
Okay, I'm imagining it goes like through one of the walls, and it's like thinking it's safe, and you just fire a bolt
Through
down
the
hole,
walls.
and it's like not through the walls, but you just the bolt goes through the hole and then curves or bounces or ricochets or something and just smacks this thing dead. That is my image of this.
Fair
And that's
enough.
the end of that combat. Congratulations, you did it.
work,
Bomar,
team.
epilogue. Bomar casts his spell eventually. And consequences is also there.
Don't worry. I will get. I think I look at like the strength damage Neski has taken. I think we need to all agree to split the cost of a wand of restoration.
It's not strength drain, it's just damage.
Damage, yeah. So we'll come back, but that's why we need a wand of restoration. It's just
Alright.
fix this kind of thing. As we do lack a proper cleric, despite the fact that I am a priest, I cannot do clericy things.
Couldn't we just teleport back?
Sure.
Once we're done fumigating this place.
You know, fumigating makes it sound a lot less terrible what I do.
So you're doing wisdom damage with this poison, right?
Yeah.
So
And
that
it's
puts people
confusion.
unconscious if they don't kill themselves in their confusion first.
Yeah, or if they don't attack another confused person and both of them attack each other to death, because if you're confused, you attack the last person that attacked you.
Ah, gotcha.
And that
Well-
leads to a marvelous cycle of people.
It's a sadness spiral.
Yeah, sadness spiral.
Yep.
All right, you do your fumigation. You leave it a couple hours. You I don't know what you do while you're waiting. You do some
Well,
cards.
we
It
actually
doesn't take long.
probably teleport back. I sleep. And then we teleport.
Okay, so you took 2 teleports to get here. Then you used.
Oh,
Magic
actually,
Vision
no,
for
I
this.
don't have a level 5 spell. I would have to rest here.
Yeah, you'd have to rest here.
Well,
so you may as well
it's-
rest here and.
It stays for 10 hours, right? So we can just take
Yeah.
a nap.
Yeah, you take a nap. It's fine.
Naps
Uh,
are good.
Oh god. And I still have my overland flight.
You're still floating. Yeah. Okay, you rested a little bit longer here, and when you wake up, it's all just great, isn't it?
So much for whatever
Yeah.
that thing was.
Yeah, don't have to fight the cool ass wolf, I guess. I'm gonna move it into another encounter. You gotta see this wolf. I mean, come on. Okay,
We're
let's go
back.
back to this map. But I get to take all these shades out of the walls, or shadows, or whatever.
Yeah.
Bye, shadows. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. It
you
hasn't
see-
revealed itself to us.
Actually, clawing near the hole, near where you were, there
Oh,
is
Jesus.
a very big, and now very laying on the ground and self-wounded wolf. That was clearly trying to get out the way you came in, but it came in here through a bag of holding and cannot actually get out any of the paths.
Well,
I feel kind of bad, but it did eat the Tankus, so
I guess Nari will kill it if it's not dead.
Go for it.
Nari kills it.
wait, true.
No, were you going to want to use your pickaxe?
No.
Oh, did you want to make it a zombie?
You could still make it a
Well,
zombie.
I cast shrink object on its corpse.
Just in case something goes bad with the worm. Need a
Alright.
follow-up.
Gotta have some backups.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think it'll have its very cool special ability, but it'll still be a gigantic fucking wolf. So, still ongoing is the blast of prismatic energy through these ruts over here. And still ongoing, there's, dead tango across the place. I don't know what you're up to. Where you go?
Well, we can walk this way.
Walk this way.
A lot of dead
Alright.
Tengu.
Oh yeah, whole squad.
Turns out that they couldn't quite deal with incorporeal. If you can do some really nasty stuff with like spring attack with incorporeal things that they'd pop out, touch you, then go back into the floor.
We don't have a way into the center, do we?
I mean, you can. It's every other round basically that this thing is active, but that is.
So I'm just wondering,
We're gonna start dwarf fortressing
what are
this?
these walls made out
Yeah.
of?
That is a very good question. It seems to be. I mean, an Esky broke through one of these walls not long ago. They're not obscenely tough. So you could go digging if you wanted.
So I see that we have like a circle.
Uh-huh.
I summon consequence.
Okay.
And then I have it. Probably I go to about the halfway point, and then I want to dig because I can see where the prismatic sprays are coming from.
Mm-hmm.
I can estimate roughly where the core might be, so I kind of want to dig like 30 feet in, so it
All right.
probably isn't prismatic core.
Yes.
But
Okay.
if it is prismatic core, only the bloody skeleton that will come back to life is hit.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay.
It has a burrow speed of 20 feet.
Okay. You start digging here and almost immediately tunnel into a room that I haven't put any tiles or decorations. But there is a person laying on the floor there unconscious.
Is it gassed or not gassed?
Very much gassed.
Nice. Nailed it. Put him in the bag.
Still alive.
Yeah, it appears to be a Goron. Still alive.
Goron.
A couple like the plant people, like the one you
yeah.
have. Zambia. Yeah.
Well,
I pull out some manacles, put some on it. We don't know if it's good or bad.
in the bag.
In the bag.
In the bag. Okay, interesting.
Well,
Actually,
can't talk to it.
well, it's because it's
I mean,
unconscious.
it's not too hard to just wake it up with one wisdom and say, "Hey, what's up?"
How do we?
But we can't heal one wisdom damage.
You don't have. Okay, fair
We
enough.
don't have anything
We don't
to
have
do that.
anything of restoration. We didn't teleport back yet.
Okay.
So, you know what? Let's look into the other side,
Let's-
see if there's
yeah.
more of these Gorans.
All right. Okay. So I can
And
go
then
into.
when we get a group of them, maybe, then we go back and we heal them, be like, hey, what happened?
Basically, you find that these are all rooms that have been lived in. Some of them are kind of like laboratory-ish. Some of them are kind of just living quarters. One of them has like a fake sunlight that doesn't seem to be very effective, but it's better than nothing. But all in all, there's no other Goron. This is the sole proprietor of this place. Unless, no, yeah, that's that. This is the sole person here.
I'm feeling very good that I did not end up killing you. Good. That would have been a bit of a, downer.
Can you get rid of this here?
Yes.
And
So you can.
I want to have Nari peek between rounds to see like what the fuck is causing it.
Okay, great. Now you get to see the tile that I misuse.
That's just colorful sheep.
I thought it was just like a colorful, foggy thing. No, they're sheep, but oh well. That's all. That's what I
That's
found when I
kind
looked
of
up
amazing.
prismatic.
Oh man, I love it.
What you see is a bunch of prismatic walls, all of them surrounding this one area, and it seems they're interfering with each other in a dangerous way. Like there's just too many stupid prismatic walls stacked on top of each other at this point. And that is what's causing these strange blasts to come out.
Could we try
Prismatic walls are very difficult to deal with.
Could we dig through here?
What you find is that it's basically a many perfect
It's
spheres.
a circle. Okay, just checking.
Yeah. I didn't draw it that way, but also I drew it with sheep, so we'll have to...
You know, working with it.
Exactly.
Fuck this. Hey, In the WOD game, I use squares, so really,
I mean,
Okay.
yeah. So what is ability?
Can you
damage?
throw that worm at these spheres? Can it tank
it
them?
would be useless. The worm might end up in another plane of existence.
Oh, okay.
Like, as in, like, prismatic spheres are very bad business. I do believe the best chance we have is to actually talk with Mr. Goran here and see if they had, like, a key or something to go through. But many, many interlayered walls of prismatic sphere, it could take a very long time to get through.
Can you see through prismatic walls? I don't remember.
No.
Okay. So you don't know what's in that center.
I bet the
I don't know
fingers
what's in the
there.
center, but I'm pretty sure that anything that's protected by multiple layers of prismatic sphere is probably very important.
Mhm.
So, we have our person. We have a corpse.
How fast do you recover? One per each day.
Yeah,
Someone's been damaged.
But there might be a cleric at the base.
That's true.
to just slap a single lesser restoration to get them
So we can
Actually,
teleport
what was
to the next.
spellcraft check?
spellcraft.
You're trying to diagnose this thing, and it's hard when it's unconscious, but well, we'll see what you find.
Fair enough. Spellcraft, okay.
Is meta is the answer to throw the Goron at the prismatic spheres?
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's the key. Okay.
I am the
This
key.
thing is possessed in some way. Leaving here, that might break possession, but that might also make it harder for you to communicate with whatever is possessing it. And that being might have more answers than this one does.
So I guess we're waiting.
No, we do not need to wait. We need to buy a wand of lesser restoration.
Yeah, you can teleport away and come on back.
Okay. How much do we owe you?
Let's see. A wand of lesser restoration. Pathfinder. I guess it's lesser restoration. Lesser restoration is a second level spell. Technically first level paladin, but I don't think we can get away with that. Wand Pathfinder. It would be a 4,500 for a 50 charge wand of lesser restoration.
All right. So
Which is probably worth it because we have no other way of curing ability damage.
That's true.
1,500 from each of us. That's fine.
1,500. Yep.
Let's go.
All right.
Okay.
Sometimes you gotta bite the bullet.
Whew. Who needs money?
So minus 1,500. Okay, so firstly, I use it to help recover Alexandra's ability damage.
Sure.
Aneski's one.
Yay!
So 1d4.
Disgusting.
Okay,
Done.
2
Easy.
charges.
All right.
Easiest thing of my life. Let me do wand charges, lesser restoration, and the charges is now 40. It's going to be 47 because I use one on the Goran.
Yes. All right.
It's now at 2 wisdom.
Goran, is this the one that makes people forget things, or is this the?
No, this is actually this one was not so kind. It's called Nightmare Vapor, and effectively thinks Scarecrow's like terror gas.
Okay, so not good then.
But it's at Wisdom 2, so it probably doesn't have that much of an idea of what's going on. But whatever's possessing it might have higher wisdom.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It is in manacles.
Yeah, yep. And manacles, they don't seem to have. They probably don't have the wisdom to cast if they're a cleric. Yeah, got most of your bases covered. They wake up and they look rather confused, and they're like, "Can I make you some tea or something? This is I. Oh, I guess I can't because you tied me to a bench. So, not how I envisioned meeting people, but
Oh, no worries. We are trying to find a specific item, and I do believe it is at the center of that sphere of prismatic spheres.
oh yes, it's very dear to me. It's very important.
Is it some kind of finger?
Well, of course, yes. You
Good. We've come to the right place.
Mm.
So there's an apocalypse happening. I don't know if you know, but now you know. The planar inversion. Do you know what a planar inversion
they nod
is?
along. They nod along.
And so we are trying to prevent mass starvation in the Underdark from the Vantastone loss and the death by plant genocide on the surface.
Well, plant genocide is a harsh word.
Well, it's for everything that isn't a giant tree gets trampled by giant tree.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's not great.
And what's this finger going to do to help that?
Oh, this is the plant and vine finger. So
Mhm.
it can, stop trees.
Mm-hmm.
Or make things grow in the Underdark to feed people. Prevent mass starvation.
Mm-hmm. And you think that's a better plan?
Then what? Leaving it in there and letting the apocalypse happen?
I mean, yeah. It's very important. It's very dear to me.
I'm sure it is.
Can we bring it back after?
Well, bring it back after.
No, see, I'm gonna. Your goals and mine would be going the other directions. I think on this one. See, I want a better future for my children, and you want a better future for yours. But unfortunately, I don't think we can coexist.
What's your children?
Oh, you're a plant racist.
No,
Oh,
not even. No.
I mean, you want plants to rule supreme?
I don't want all plants, nor do I want.
Oh, so you're a Goran supremacist?
No, I don't really. Goran are the one who imprisoned me down here. I don't care about. Look at what I've done to this one. I've had it trapped down here without sunlight for all this time.
So
you think
actually,
I like these people? They're the ones who turned me into this. They're the ones who trapped my heart down below, who severed the tie between my soul and my body so that it was just hanging on by a thread. So I couldn't move on, and I couldn't move, and I was paralyzed, and I was angry. But it's okay, because now there's a new chance.
Oh, I see.
There's
You're the tree.
Of course I'm the tree.
Okay, well, you see, when you're in a Goran, I'm sorry I assumed your identity. I kind of shrugged. Like, when you're in a Goran, I assume you're a Goran. So,
Well, I don't have a mouth anymore, do I?
Well, with the finger, I could give you a mouth.
With the finger, I could give myself a mouth.
So you're trying to get through and you don't know how.
No, that's not it either. The problem is, I'm half decomposed right now. That's okay. I'm going to die in 48 hours about. But the next generation will have a chance. A chance that I didn't get. No, I was plunged into the ground immediately. I survived for 30 minutes and then I was doomed.
Okay, so you're
I'm
trying
not
to make
following
some
him.
offspring have a better chance by keeping the finger right here and letting the surface world get overrun by plants?
Okay, so to explain this a bit better, because maybe the God Shade, the current giant tree, is dying,
Yes.
once all of the sky is Vantastone, a new God Shade will appear, basically, but like one that can walk around and move that hasn't been just totally fucking destroyed by the Goron
Mm-hmm.
and this finger.
Wow.
And so the previous one is sentient enough to try and give the new one a chance.
Gotcha.
To
Okay.
take away the weapon that was used against it and instead give it to it.
Okay, well, sorry. Let me reverse what I was saying. Let me back up. I moved my fingers into like the rewind kind of motions. Okay, so the surface world is kind of currently fucked. That's okay. I want to prevent mass starvation of the people underneath. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Is there some kind of... If I help you get your... the next generation, not being imprisoned, would you help me unmess up the Underdark?
Is that a promise you think you can keep?
Meta-wise,
No.
no. But I really just need it to open the defenses. So I'm going to lie my ass off. So,
Okay, roll your bluff.
I
Godspeed.
don't think it's... Okay, well... with some tears to wine and this, I will do a mighty...
Hey.
Oh,
That's still high. Regardless.
That's still quite high.
It needs to roll an opposed sense motive.
The Goron laughs a bit. Their branchy wooden laugh or whatever, and says, "Okay, so you're gonna lower the defenses. That's a tough one. I can't do that in my current form. The next one will be able to take them down with ease, but I have used up all of the magic I have at my disposal in all of my time, and there's no unsealing this gate. You're welcome to go find yourself a 100 stupid, Mage's Disjunction spells or whatever else, but I don't think you're gonna have time."
So you're the next one's coming down in 2 days?
2 days. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thinking about it, so I guess you're just going to stay here for a while?
Well, it doesn't matter what I just...
Okay.
I'm, at this point, I think my plan is fully in motion. I don't think I can do anything anymore, but hold on to these last grips of consciousness and, feel smugly superior, I guess.
There's a lot of that going around.
Yeah.
Meta-wise, what do we want to do?
Probably come
Because
back in
I
2
can't get
days.
through that.
And as it tries to force its way through the spheres, we fight its hand after it breaks it open. Or whatever.
So we want to try to steal it.
Right, and then we fucking peace out. Or use the finger on it directly. We throw a Neski in there,
Century.
and she grabs it and goes, get fucked. And it gets fucked. And we're like, yeah, we did it.
Well, hey. We actually have someone that's used this finger before on the tree.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
Corpse that we used to find this.
So I guess we should go back and bring them back. Be like, hey.
And be like, hey, there's a bunch of defenses around it. Can you break it? No? Okay. Can you help us fight the new God Shade? I need you to finger the new God Shade.
Oh, God. I mean, they're the only ones that could reliably do it.
If they've done it, if they fingered it once, they can finger it again.
That's right.
From what Tome has told you of the other finger, it is not that hard to use. It is kind of a form of wish fulfillment. It just takes a bit of time. So, Katia might be able to do it instantly. You might take 24 hours to figure the shit out, but it's not requiring.
I all in favor of resurrecting of reincarnating Cadia.
Let's do it.
All right,
Okay.
let's go.
Well, I say, I do believe I'll leave you to your smug loathing. I have things to do.
Okay.
Including smug loathing of myself.
Excellent. I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Godspeed, Godshade. Teleport out.
Drop the mic, teleport out. And they're there alone, thinking like, was that a pun?
Did someone just pun at me? At the end of the world, they punned at me.
I'm 4,000 years old and someone just punned at me. This is not okay.
So, as we're like walking back to Sabrina's place, like we teleported just outside.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see if we actually did. I'm rather familiar with it. We're fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
It's like a 95% chance if you're.
Yeah, you're good.
I go, well, I do believe. Firstly, fuck that tree.
It's a rude tree.
It's a very rude tree. I've never wanted to destroy a tree as much as I've wanted to now. It's a smug plant racist, and I will not abide by its smugness. So, I march into Sabrina's thing, say, we need to reincarnate that one, so that we can use a finger on the tree.
She says, yes.
We found the
Thumbs
finger.
up. Okay. Oh, no. Okay.
It is currently buried under God knows how many prismatic spheres. I don't think I could break it, and even if we got like Zip to try to break it, they could not break it in time. Anti-magic won't work. Prismatic spheres are kind of a big fuck you in the mage community. So, we're going to let the new Godshade break it, and then we're going to steal it at the moment of its triumph.
That is the boldest, most reckless, and awesome plan I've ever heard. I'm on board.
Okay, so to do that, we need someone who's fingered the tree before. I point towards that one, and I say, that one fucked the last Godshade. We need him to fuck the new one.
I also want to point out, Aneski, you are remembering some of Xena's moments with Sabrina, and she would always be on board any plan, no matter what, even if it was a terrible fucking idea.
Oh, geez. Okay. Yikes.
Yeah, but our idea is
So
different.
you're maybe not as on. That maybe doesn't instill you with the same confidence it does everyone else. That her enthusiasm. But all right. So we are at
I'm
10:10.
gonna get a goddamn scroll.
Yes, I think it is a good time to
Reincarnate.
clean up.
Yes, we're at 10:10. You're going to. So for next session, you're going to reincarnate Cadia.
Get him up to speed.
Get him up to speed.
Probably talk with the people with the Soul Forged.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get the most powerful scroll of defoliate possible. Stick it into the Soul Forge. And we're
Oh
going to
God,
make
that's
a
amazing.
being that is specifically anti-tree.
Oh, boy.
Okay. I
Okay.
want to point out two important facts about that do not stop you, but they do
Warning.
make the moral equation a bit different. One, the few remaining Goran do live in this city right now, and two, the making a weapon with the Soul Forge is kind of against the Soul Forge
Okay,
motto.
fine.
However,
Yeah.
don't let that stop you. It sounds great.
I march up and be like, I'm making a new Soul Forge. They're like, what will this new Soul Forge be? I'm like, I pull out a level 20 caster level scroll of defoliate. Something, a weed killer.
You have like a dozen things that you could. Well, like there are a couple things that you have actual reason to put in the Soul Forge, you could just be like, I have things for Soul Forge. All of them are great. Lies.
Just shove them in.
Have you seen the weeds around the facility? We gotta do something about it. There's too
Yes,
many.
your underground facility has so many weeds.
My name is Weed Killer. Something emerges out of it. We probably shouldn't fight Plant Hitler with anti-Plant Hitler.
I mean,
What-
isn't that...
What if it comes out and it actually loves trees and it just wants to hug them?
Oh, it's
But it kills them.
okay. Make sure that it's not written on paper. Should it be written on paper or should it not be?
It should probably be
Like,
written on stone or engraved into metal.
or like parchment or leathery stuff. Yeah. Rather than for like structural stability. Yeah.
Well, shit! I just realized that. Nah, that would be an even worse idea. Okay, let's not do that.
I don't think we need to waste that kind of money, would be my only thing.
Well, there's a level 3 spell called Irradiate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
But
yeah.
I don't think radiation will kill it quickly enough.
Not quickly now.
So defoliate is like a level 2 spell. Wouldn't cost that.
Yeah, but level 20 caster is expensive.
Yes, it's kind of like, hey, dear Zip, can you make a scroll of defoliate at your full power? Thanks, Omar. Don't worry about its use. We're going to kill a tree.
Okay.
I actually kind of like the idea of like, we're gonna kill a god and a tree at the same time. Vomar out.
Destroying plant life by the 60-foot line or a 10-foot radius.
All right,
spread.
you guys figure that out some other time.
Yeah. Regardless, the most thing we need to do is reincarnate the Goran.
Yes.
All right.
And from there, we can figure out if we need to start doing some really weird shenanigans.
At least we know what we're fighting ahead of time for once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I just realized that once we get it, we could actually put an anti-plant shell around, like, one of us.
Yeah.
And it couldn't actually physically grab us.
Cool.
Okay, interesting plan.
And so what? We steal it, we get slightly away, we put an anti-plant shell, and then you're like, Vomar, let us leave right now.
All right, well, good night, stream.
Good night.
Good night, stream.
Nice stream.